Hi, I'm Celeste and welcome to Find Your Purple. Well, today is day 2 of Video Every Day for the month of August. And I thought I would answer the next few days the common questions I get about being on a plant-based diet when people find out I don't eat meat anymore. One of the questions is, okay, why would I do that? Especially since I didn't start a plant-based diet till I was 62. So it seemed a little late for most people to start that kind of change. The second is, what's the difference between being on a plant-based diet or being a vegan or being a vegetarian? And then the third is, if you're not eating meat and fish and eggs, what do you eat? So I thought the next few days I would answer those questions, and because even my own family has them. But it is a common, because most of the people I hang around with, they're not vegans. Because I've known them for years, and 2 years ago I didn't even think about becoming a vegan. So when people ask me why, it started with my YouTube channel. Actually, in 2016, I wanted to make changes. One of the changes I wanted to make in my life and in my body was working out, getting more toned and healthier. And so I went to the YMCA, and they assigned a trainer to help me with the equipment. And so over a few weeks, I got to know her. She was in her 60s, and she started talking to me about a plant-based diet. And she gave me a printout she had that showed information about the plant-based diet. It listed a lot of the movies, a lot of the books, that kind of thing. And I committed to watching them. I told her I'd watch them, so I did. And it's through that process that I knew it made sense. Now, I started from a healthy standpoint. I wanted to try to work with my body and getting it healthier, and so I approached reading the information about that. But as I watched the movies and read some of the books, I did like the idea it was good for the environment, and there's no question that it's easier on the planet to eat food, to raise your food and eat plant-based food, than going through the meat and chicken and pork and that kind of thing. And then the third was just the ethical aspect of it, that watching the videos, and again, different videos have different slants, but I like the idea that I'm not having to kill something to eat. So that's basically why I went on it. I didn't plan on staying on it. I honestly didn't think I could, because I loved meat so much. Prime rib was, as I mentioned before, was my favorite. Barbecue ribs, close second. Kentucky Fried Chicken, White Castle's, Big Mac. So I liked fast food, and I liked my meats. But I thought I could do it for 30 days and see what happens. And 30 days wasn't as hard as I thought, so I decided to go to 60. And really, by that time, I could tell a difference in my skin. I wasn't as puffy, and I think that was primarily the dairy. Because now, if I cheat and eat some dairy, then my nose starts running, and I can tell a difference. My face gets puffier, so I can tell a difference pretty quickly that I've eaten dairy. Now, I'll still, at a wedding, I'll have wedding cake, and I know it has butter and egg in it, or a birthday cake. If I feel like having it, I'm not saying I will never eat it again, but I don't do it lightly. If I go to someone's house and all their servings meat, usually they have a salad or vegetable I can eat, because I really don't want to eat meat just because it's the only thing there. So that is really the story of why I went on it. I stay on it because I feel better, and I don't find it that difficult to turn down the food. And I look back and I ate an awful lot of processed food, an awful lot of fast food, awful lot of meat, and I liked the fatty kind, like the prime rib with a little bit of fat, the most unhealthy kind. So it's, I think, a good path for me. And as to starting late, I think it is because I started when I was 62. I was realizing you only have one body, and you need to take care of it. And I wasn't really taking care of mine, and I felt that this was something I could do to start tuning it up. And it made it easier because I know people around me, close to me, had died that were my age, and people I know around me that are sick. And so I realize if I don't take care of my body by eating right or exercising moderately or walking, whatever it takes, that I am not going to have the quality of life I want. So that's been my motivation to stay on it. So tomorrow I'll tell you what I eat so you can get an idea of what a vegan might eat in a day. So as always, grab your cup of tea, sit back. So that's it for today. As always, grab your cup of tea, sit back, and let's start sharing. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.